So hi and welcome to another Tech Tuesday. Today I'm going to take a look at the Asus ROG Gladius optical gaming mouse here. And today I'll be giving away this mouse to a lucky viewer, and I'll tell you later on in the video what you need to do to be able to win this mouse. This is an international giveaway. So as with all my Tech Tuesdays, we're going to go through the product, unbox it, do some gameplay and show you how the mouse performs, give my opinions, pros and cons, and basically just take a look at the mouse. If you want me to put anything else in Tech Tuesdays, let me know in the comments what you want me to take a look at, and check out my other Tech Tuesday videos for some other gaming peripherals or just general technology. So let's get into it here with this mouse. This mouse comes in at around £50 on Amazon. The mouse itself has wide connectivity. It's got a tracking of 6400 dpi sensor with 200 IPS and 50 gram acceleration. The sensor itself is the Optical Avago ADNS S3988. Bit of a mouthful. It's got a 2000 polling rate. Most mice come with 1000, so that's interesting. I'd be interested to see if that makes a difference. It's available for Windows 8 and 7. Obviously, I expect this to work on Windows 10, although it doesn't specify that. You can see it's customizable. It's got on-run switches. It's got detachable cables because there's two of them. You can have a rubber or braided. Got these extra Japanese switches for the mouse if you don't like the certain on-run switch or feel, which is quite good. There's at this level of mouse, which comes in around the Razer Death Adder kind of spec, and the G502 from Logitech. Done both reviews on those, check them out. Put links in the description. You obviously get a separate left and right mouse button, which is pretty obvious. You get two side buttons on this for your thumb. This is a right-handed mouse designed for FPS gaming, and you get this exclusive socket design for the switch to be changeable. So let's take a look at it. So unbox, we get the two cables in the ROG packaging case here. It's quite a nice little case actually. It's like a spongy protective mesh. That's pretty good, I quite like that. It's different. Maybe if you're traveling around with your mates gaming or some festivals, you could take it in the gaming pouch. Got a little extra there from Asus. You get two cables. Again, this is different. Most mice only give you one. This one's given the option to have two, and they're interchangeable. So you got a 1.1 meter USB rubber cable here, as we know. We've got a 2 meter braided. I don't know why they're in different sizes, why they're not the same lengths. One thing to note on the braided one is it's got 2000 polling rate sticker on it. I don't know if that makes a difference, whether they can only do 1000 on the rubber. And this is actually a different type of cable inside. And they all have these customized ROG mini USB ends on the end as well for the connectivity. So additionally in the packaging here, we get the ROG stickers. Okay, pretty good. You get like a silver grey one and a black one. Get the on-run switches here, the Japanese on-run switches. I mean, off the bat here, I'm impressed how many extras you get in this ROG Gladius mouse here. I certainly thought about this from Asus to give you the extras. You get the additional feet. Again, I've not seen that before. The only mouse I've seen with this many extras was the rat from Mad Cats. Mad Cats no longer exist, and they were kind of into the spec M.3 tape. So, you know, that's like that. It's good. Good to see them putting some extra kit in, and you get the starter guide here from Asus. Let's get the mouse out. The only letdown is this packaging, which is a bit cheap, but I'm forgiven for that for the price. And here it is, the mouse itself. It's a nice shape. It's got these tailored curves here on the left and right mouse button. There's this rubber plate here on the side as well. On the other side, you've got the buttons left and right. And again, another rubber plate here for your finger. This isn't changeable. On the front itself, you have the port for your connectivity, and then obviously like a nice little grill face. And on the rear, you've got the lighting for Asus itself. On the top, you've also got your left and right mouse button, you've got a scroll wheel, and you've got the DPI switch. So let's listen to the sound of the buttons. On the base itself, you've got a lock-in switch. I guess that's for the cable, so you can unlock it. Got the 4 feet that we saw. You can interchange with a little bit of a notch, so you can pull them out easily and rechange the pads, which is good. So overall here, great start here from Asus ROG with a very well spec'd out mouse for the price range. Probably the best I've seen on the market so far for extras. Maybe the only close rival to it's the Logitech G502 for the parts you can get. But even then, I don't think you get as many interchangeable parts even with the 502. So let's take a look at it, see how it plays here on some gameplay. I'll give you my pros and cons and tell you what I like about it. I'll tell you how to win this mouse in the giveaway, and yeah, we'll take it from there. Okay, so first thing we need to do is you need to go to the Asus website, and this will depend on where you are. This is the UK version. You need to go to the ROG Gladius support page, and in here pick your Windows operating system. I'm going to go for Windows 10 64. Download that driver. Once it's downloaded, just run the exe. Install it as you would do any other software. Default locations if you wish. So once completed, you should then be able to just run the software here and keep it disappearing. So even after a reboot here, I'm still having problems trying to get this Asus Armor software to run. Armory software. Let's uninstall it. Put it back on again. Still won't work. Great. My first time here with Asus, and I've already got problems straight off the bat with the software. Amazing. This could be an issue with my PC, obviously, but it could be that it doesn't like running with the other software. So the issue itself is that it needs to run as administrator, even though I'm an admin on here, but we've got it running. So straight off the bat here, the software looks pretty basic, but let's carry on. So we've got standard buttons here. We're going to configure these for Battlefield. Let's see if it's got a decent configuration here, because normally the pants like Corsairs. Button to be assigned 1 primary. At least they got that right. See, of course, I need to take some advice here from some other people on how to set profiles on a mouse or a keyboard, because theirs sucks. Sorry, products are good, software sucks, of course. So we're here with the Gladius. We've assigned the buttons, so click save. Okay, great. Do this message again. Performance-wise, I'm on the braided cable here, so I'm going to set the DPI to 500. Generally where I seem to test them at the minute. Not sure that is. It's got 1600 DPI. This must be maybe the profile, is it? We've got acceleration and deceleration. Yeah, must be the 2 different profiles. Okay, light on, light off. When you push the mouse here, you can see there's a light here. That means the light's on and the light's off. So it's got 2 profile settings here for sensitivity. So let's put it all into 600. Let's see if it's any good. And we'll start with light on, so 500. One of the things I've noticed off the bat with this Gladius is how noisy it is on a hard surface. So I've got a hard mouse mat here. Listen to this. Okay, Logitech 903. Let's try this. See the difference? Razer Chroma Death Adder. Gladius. It's loud, man. On the desk surface itself here. How loud that is. It's a loud mouse. Now, I'm sure it won't be loud on a cloth mat. This is just something to note if you're playing on a hard surface. That could put me off, because I stream quite a bit. I stream a lot on Friday nights, and I stream during the week. Stream PlayerUnknown on Friday nights. If you're not aware of that, check me out on Twitch. And I stream on YouTube and Mixer. So that loudness will pick up on my mic, and that will annoy the listeners. I've got enough problems as it is with a old Weaver, which is a Blue MX version kind of switch, which is the green ones from Razer, and they're loud. So the mouse itself would be loud as well. So in the lighting effects, in turn breathe or steady. I'm gonna make it steady because I'm not really into that breathe kind of look. Light on the scroll wheel, ROG logo and DPI switch. Can turn the lighting off there. That's quite cool from ROG here. You can change around with those lighting settings. DPI switch can turn off, but then you wouldn't know what DPI you're on. Again, it doesn't work. I'm not sure why it's not working here when I'm switching them. I would have thought that would be the case. Calibration, enable surface calibration. So we're going to put it on this hard surface here, this Logitech Power Play mat, which I've been loving at the moment. Preset surfaces. It's going to be a plastic mouse mat. It's a shame you can't, like Corsairs, it gives you like a little dial that you can tweak, or a little button you hold and you calibrate the surface. That would have been nice to see here from Asus. And that's it, pretty much basic software. Everything else can be standard. Let's get playing Battlefield. Okay, so here we are. We're on DPI 500 at the minute. Let's see how it performs. Playing Battlefield 1. I played it for a little bit of a while. So another con on this mouse is both the braided and the non-braided cable are both extremely heavy. And it tends to pull quite a lot on the front of the mouse. So even with the rubber cable, for me it's a little bit too heavy. Oh look, another friendly fire. 7 deaths, nice. So 500 DPI, feels relatively good. Well, that was a little bit slow then. We're trying a bit of slower DPI. Another con for this mouse is the weight. It's pretty heavy, 116 grams. Now, I'm used to playing with heavy mice. I don't mind playing with like the Corsair M65, that's a heavy mouse. But this one just feels a bit more cumbersome.
We have taken objective Duff.
Can't get anywhere. This isn't showing up the mouse very well because I'm getting absolutely rinsed by the enemy. Team's just getting pinned to death. So the overall weight of this mouse is pretty heavy, and the cable pulling on it is not helping from my point of view. I find a better spot here to get some bit of a run on, because damn man, no matter where I am. You can see it slightly pulling back the mouse sometimes. Didn't have to be too accurate with that shot. Other than that, I haven't really got many other cons. The shape of it's decent. I like the shape. It's very like the Razer Death Adder. It's got a nice deep kind of curve on the back of it. It's quite a large mouse, I'd say. Very medium. Right behind me. Medium to large mouse. But you can see I'm not doing particularly great with it. Although, to be fair, I've had a pretty rough start. Tracking of this sensor feels nice on a 2000 pull rate. Have I noticed a difference? Nope. Don't shoot me. So I can't say I've noticed much between 1000 and 2000 pull rate. So, how to enter the competition. So in the description there's a link to Gleam. Within Gleam you can register or subscribe to certain features like Twitch, my channel on Twitch, my channel on YouTube. And that'll give you an entry point into this competition, as well as some other ones like Instagram, which give you some extra bonuses or some extra entries for yourselves to have a chance of winning it. It's an International Open giveaway, this one for this mouse. It's the exact same one I'm playing on at the moment. Hey. Thank you. Cheers, medic. We're starting to warm up a little bit. Ish. 4 for 11. Damn, not good. I've been killed a few times by my teammates.
Enemy tank, stay alert, boys.
It's a bit more of a glow these days. I don't know why. So what's some of the pros? Some of the pros are the buttons. I like the sensitivity of these buttons. They're nice and light. I like the idea that you can customize the buttons. I like the option, like the scroll wheel. I like the see it pulling my wheel. Sync cable was pulling me back in like. Yeah. So the buttons are nice. The scroll wheel is probably one of the best, along with the M65 from Corsair. We've got great scroll wheels. Got a nice button configuration. I can certainly reach the side buttons 1 and 2 very easily, although they're very spongy. It's a shame you can't change these or make them a bit more firm. They are definitely too spongy for my liking. It fits nicely into your hand here. I'm more of a claw grip when I'm gaming, but a palm when I'm not. Sensor tracking seems pretty good. Let's try it on a lower DPI, 200 DPI. Oh man, it's a bit too slow for me, that. Where's that guy shooting me from? There you are. Does run very nicely on the ground. On the map. Oh, it's close. Playing on hardcore here, so only one little clip. You go down. I'd like to say the pull rate of 2000 is a benefit. I honestly can't tell that between 1000 and 2000 here. It just feels nice and smooth. But then so does any mouse at 1000 pull rate, so I don't think that's particularly something to do with this mouse. It just feels a little bit slow sometimes, this sensor. Like at 5000, I expect it to be a little bit quicker, and like I've got to move up and down quite a bit. Left and right's okay, but up and down feels a little bit like laborious. I don't know why that is. Oh, come on. Look at that guy. Where's he gone? The little dips in the left and right buttons are nice. I say I like you gotta give them credit for the amount of add-ons you get for this mouse for the price. Certainly, I'd say it's in line with the Razer Death Adder Chroma, and it's in line with the, I guess, M65. I didn't get one. So price-wise, and the Logitech 502. You don't tend to get much more of these features, like you say, without the Mad Cats. It wouldn't be a mouse that I would particularly use, just purely because this cable was annoying me. I played a lot of cabled mice. Last one I was playing with recently was the Lancet Tournament Edition, and that had a braided cable, and that did not have this same kind of weight issue on the cable, which this has. This just distracts me. It's definitely a bit too heavy for me, because I can definitely feel it pulling on the mouse. The accuracy of it is not bad. I'm picking up my pace a little bit here, coming back from that horrendous start that I got, but everyone was just killing me, teammates included. Software for me is a bit of a problem on this mouse, as I've said. I think software and companies seem to underestimate the deal of software and how much of for me anyway, a good and bad thing that is. If I'm buying a mouse, I want the software to work well. A bit annoying when it doesn't work properly. You know, eventually got it to work, so it could have just been the install. I like how you can allocate the button. That's something that's good to see, because a lot of companies, well, a few of them, don't allow you to do that properly. Yeah, I see, a bit slow then at tracking. I had to switch, I guess, from my pistol, but overall, the mouse isn't for me. The build quality is good. I like the rubber pads on the side of it as well for grip. It's certainly easy to grip. It's a nice shape. Is it worth 50 quid? I think you'd have to try it yourself and make that mind up. I can't really call that for me. It isn't, like I say, it's not the mouse for me. It's good price. Instead of getting the sale, no RGB lighting, it's only red. That doesn't generally bother people now, but if you wanted to match your setup and you had a ROG setup, maybe a Strix motherboard, and you got it to a keyboard and you got it to all fit together, and it's not going to in this red formation. The locking mechanism for it as well, the USB cable, I found to be a bit problematic. It doesn't always unlock, so sometimes you have to pull it and it will come out. You still have to tug it, and even then it kind of breaks the catch, so I guess it stops it being pulled out when you're gaming, because damn, this thing's got a heavy cable, as we've said. It's almost a little bit too heavy, this mouse, certainly if it's an FPS classed one. I know a lot of people are quite funny about the weight. They also prefer rubber cables over braided. Like I said, I've tried both on this and I have the same issues regardless. How's he not dead there? Just stood there. Oh, alright. I'm gonna say. Oh. I see you. Is he dead? Maybe. Just making sure. Not like the way he was slumped, he wasn't, but he was. Oh, we are warming up there. Hey, gonna happen up there. I've been medicked. Nice one. And that was possible on Battlefield 1 because just no one bothered. And just the up and down on this is annoying me. It's not quick enough. I don't understand why the axis isn't the same. I never known a mouse to be slower on the up than on the down, and that could just be. Where'd that guy go? There you are, sir. Hello. But to be fair, I'm not doing badly with it, given my start, like I said. So I hope you like this video. Don't forget to enter the competition if you want to win it, and let me know your thoughts as well, whether you like this mouse, if you've got it yourself, and what you think about the weight and the cable, whether you have the same problem. It could just be me and this setup I've got. I would recommend a bungee if you are going to have it, to get the weight off the cable. So look how high up was then when I looked for that guy. As long as I've got my scope up at the right level.
We are losing objective
It doesn't seem to be too much of an issue for me, but I have to correct the height, and I'm having some issues with that. Right on my right hand side. Son of a gun. The length of the cable, 2 meters for the braid. That's great, perfect, because you have to wrap it around the back of your PC and bring it in. But 1 meter for the rubber, really? When's ever a PC 1 meter away from the mouse unless it's on your desk? It's a bit short. You know what I mean? Why is it not the same length? Why is it not 2 meters as well? Why a meter? Doesn't make sense to me why you'd have that as a meter, not 2. Oh man, that should be an easy kill. Where are you hiding? Oh, I won a piece? No, I missed. Oh, I didn't get the shot off in time. GG. Nice shooting tags. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Get on that giveaway, and I'll catch you all again later. Bye bye.